What's fucking good, YouTube? It's your boy Killa here, and you guys are checking out a gameplay on Express. I'm playing a little bit of dumb. I do drop, I believe, a 46 and 10 on this gameplay. Lately I've been playing the objective a lot more and all that, but the whole gameplay isn't relevant to what I'm about to commentate on. And I know a lot of people are on this subject. I want to talk about the quote-unquote the next COD killer, and a lot of people have been talking about Respawn Studios, the ex-members of Infinity Ward, developing this new game, which I believe is Destiny. I am not quite sure. I think it is Destiny, but I know this comes up year in year round. You know, when Halo 4 dropped, when Battlefield 3 dropped, and so forth and so forth. And every year has a game that becomes a direct competitor of Call of Duty. And it doesn't really necessarily pan out because a lot of these games are substantially different, or they don't quite match the thrill and the finesse that the COD franchise has brought to the table as far as public multiplayer and, you know, all the elite services and the competitive aspect of it. I know Battlefield 3, I don't believe they have a competitive scene for Battlefield 3. It's more of a PC kind of thing, and I know it didn't really pan out on console for a while. I did enjoy Battlefield 3 when I played it for the time being, but like COD will always be my thing, and it's, you know, it's always going to be what I enjoyed, and I find it a little bit more thrilling. Battlefield 3 is more team-based. Like, I can't go into a Battlefield game and expect to do well, especially when people aren't communicating and running as a team, working as a team, and you guys get the point. But going into this whole idea of the COD killer, and I don't want to make this a video about you know, just complaining about things or making really biased opinions. I'm doing this from a standpoint based on what Black Ops 2 has to offer me thus far, and what we could do as a community. Kind of like what Nadeshot was talking about. I want to make this kind of like an open discussion for people to really voice their opinion on things, and please don't make it like this versus that or whatever. I think we could really legitimately make a point to Treyarch and Activision, and hopefully make things better for us and so forth. But even though, in my honest opinion, I support Respawn Studios, the guys that made COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2 great, even though Modern Warfare 2 was kind of bullshitty, but in the competitive aspect, that game was amazing. But getting into it, the COD killer, like, people are saying that, you know, Respawn Studios have potential to, you know, be the next COD killer, especially when they're making a futuristic game that runs pretty much like MW2. And if you really think about it, for a guy like me who really enjoyed MW2, I'm really looking forward to see how this pans out and everything. And I can't make a formal opinion because we haven't seen a gameplay. We haven't had like a community manager of sorts telling us what we could expect or what we should be looking out for. And I know they're going to be dropping a lot of stuff at E3 for us concerning Destiny and what Respawn Studios has in store for us for the rest of the year and on the next generation console. So, you know, I believe it's a lot of hype right now. I don't want to discredit Respawn Studios as supportive as I am, but I am a person who's kind of like, I want to hear all the facts before I, you know, like, you gotta, like I was saying, you have to collect 3 facts before you be able to form your own opinion. And I'm supporting Respawn Studio, you know, 100% of the way. But at this point in the game, I know what to expect from Call of Duty. I'm sorry guys, I'm a little sick still, but I know what to expect from Activision and Call of Duty when Call of Duty drops. But I don't know what to expect from Respawn Studios, as they've been lying in the cut for years since MW2, after their layoffs and all the legal complications. So, you know, you never know. It could be amazing. It could be really lackluster. We'll get down to it when, you know, Machinima starts you know, beta testing, or we get a beta ourselves. You know, everything comes together in due time, and I think the very least we should do is give Respawn Studios at least a chance before we dismiss it. And as far as Activision goes, right now, I believe there are substantial issues in the game still. As Nadeshot said, there's things that need to be banned from competitive and league that we need to address. And I'm not saying I'm not saying this in terms of brokenness or anything. I believe like certain aspects of the game take away the the teamwork and the fun nature of the game. Say that, like, for instance, like, all right, I know barely anyone uses Target Finder in competitive, but in public, it's like it takes away the competitive edge of the game because you have people that are just really combing through flanks and all this and that with the Target Finder, and you might argue that that's a good thing that they're checking flanks, but a lot of people just sit back in corners and camp with Target Finder LMG, Target Finder FAL, and it's not fun because, especially for me, I don't have a chance in hell. Even though they're already camping, I have maybe a 50-50, maybe a 6-4 shot of actually winning that encounter, depending on who gets first shot. But normally 9 out of 10 times they're seeing me from like a mile away, and my my 5-5 to 6-4 becomes literally a 1-9 or a 9-1 or in his favor. But the point is, it just removes any kind of rewarding aspect or thought, anything that takes away from creating a thought process in the game, and really takes away the fun and the competitiveness that pubs and league play and competitive could offer, as well as the whole connection base. I know, I am sorry guys, I hate bringing it up. I know I made a couple videos about lag compensation and things like that, and matchmaking issues and getting losses for the host dropping. And I know these are all preventive countermeasures, except for the lag comp. I just don't get it still. But I believe these aspects are really bullshitty and unfair in the game. Like, I get losses for things that are out of my control. Like, not necessarily the game. It's just that when host drops, or when someone leaves the game and they just take the lobby with them, I get a loss, especially if I'm winning. If I'm doing well in a CTF game, or in a pub game, or I'm doing well in a demo game, or I'm on a nuclear, and host decides to dashboard, I get a loss. And I feel like that's not fair. That's very unrewarding for me. And I feel like as a community, we need to outreach to Treyarch and be like, hey, we kind of just want this game just to be better. We want you to, we're trying to work with you, and, even though there's a lot of complaints and stuff like that, at the end of the day, it's just us trying to make this game better and great, and for us to enjoy it, and for us to continue supporting you guys throughout the year. And that's all. We're just trying to show our support. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much this commentary. I might add on to this tomorrow, if not Thursday. But, I'm probably going to do also a setup video for episode 2 of Improving. But anyways, guys, like always, like, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.